Professor Contreras, I want to thrive in mathematics. What should I do? When students ask me that question, I have to tell them the cold, hard truth. When it comes to thriving in mathematics, there is no perfect formula. And I guess I could stop here and break the world record for the shortest TED Talk in history. But don't worry, I'll keep talking. We have a thriving math department here at Amherst College. More than 270 math majors. Over 1,500 student enrollments just last year. Our math graduates are doing amazing things. They're going to grad school, industry, education, politics. Mathematicians are all over the place. We even have a math pope. But here's the twist. Thriving in math is not about having innate genius or getting all the answers right away. It is deeper than that. It is about trust. It is about belief. It is about collaboration. It is about realizing that mathematics is not a fixed and cold truth, but is rather a living and evolving language that we all believe, that we trust, and we adjust. So there are great news for all of us. We can all thrive in mathematics. But we need to change our mindset from math is hard and only for geniuses to math is a journey and is for everyone. It is all about the path. So here's a big myth. Many people say that thriving in math is about perfection, universal answers, acing every test, never stumbling. But let me give you an example. It's a basic fact of math. So this is not a quiz, so don't panic. No need to evacuate the theater right now. But I need your assistance for this. So here's a triangle. So here's a question for you all. The sum of the angles of a triangle is 180, right? But what if I told you that that's actually not always true? So let's look at this triangle. This triangle is a triangle on the surface of Earth. The angles of this triangle are 90 degrees, 90 degrees, and 90 degrees. If I'm not wrong, that is 270. So what went wrong, 180 to 70? What's happening is that we're in a different realm of geometry called spherical geometry, in which the angles bend due to the presence of curvature. So we have to adjust our understanding of geometry and mathematics. So that is not failure, that is growth. One of the lessons about thriving in mathematics is that whatever we learn in math can be applied everywhere else. Countless times, students come to me and tell me, Professor, no offense, but I hate mathematics. That's why I want to become a lawyer. Abraham Lincoln himself said once, you can never make a lawyer if you do not understand what demonstration is. And demonstration, that's mathematical reasoning. That's proof. The other day, we were talking to our daughter, Sophia. She's 13 years old, and she's somewhere in the audience. She's the daughter of two mathematicians, so no pressure whatsoever over there. We asked her, Sophia, what do you want to be when you grow up? Her answer, I want to become a divorce lawyer. She gave us 3 reasons. Demand, money, and drama. And even before we could counter that, we just realized that Sophia gave us a beautifully argued justification. So whether she's aware of that or not, Sophia is already exercising mathematical reasoning. So here's another lesson about thriving in mathematics. We have the right to be wrong. There are countless moments in the history of mathematics of mistakes that fuel the development of new areas of math and science. One of my favorite ones, in 1726, the French mathematician Urbain Le Verrier was doing some math trying to understand the orbit of the planet Uranus. But the math was not mathing. There was something off. After a lot of careful considerations, he noticed that the only logical explanation for that was that there was a planet that no one had ever discovered. And his math was so accurate that he actually told his astronomer friends when and where to look up in the sky, and boom, Neptune, the planet, was discovered. Another lesson to thrive in mathematics. You don't have to find math in the classroom or in the chalkboard or in your notes. You just have to look around. Mathematics is everywhere. Mathematics is in the shape of sunflowers and the spirals that we see in nature, following a beautiful number called the Fibonacci numbers, and the notion of symmetry that fascinated the Greeks over millennia. Mathematics is also in the shape of the snowflakes. It's a very interesting shape that repeats itself and itself no matter how much you zoom in or zoom out, modeling something that mathematicians call fractals. And cicadas, they use prime numbers like 13, 19, 23 for the reproductive cycles to optimize survival. So that is natural selection, but that's also natural mathematics. So nature takes its time. It tries once and twice, and it fails. So if nature can do it, so can we. Here's another lesson how to thrive in mathematics. Mathematics is not a solo pursuit. It is a collaborative effort. My wife Eva shared with me this wonderful African proverb, and that actually became part of my teaching philosophy here at Amherst College. If you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. So there is power in numbers. I also have the privilege to serve as the class dean of the amazing class of 2027, the juniors. And one thing that I've learned from this job is the power of different identities and diversity. And at home, we embrace diversity. My wife was born in Romania. My daughter was born in Switzerland. I was born in Colombia. And we live in the United States. So on a random day, 3 or 4 languages are spoken at home, bringing into a totally new level the phrase, let's have a casual conversation. But we embrace it. That's what thriving is about. So let's circle back. Is there a formula to thrive in mathematics? No. And thank goodness, because to thrive in math is not about following a rigid path. It's about allowing yourself to make mistakes and learn from them. And speaking about mistakes, maybe I was wrong from the very beginning of this talk. Maybe there is a formula to thrive in mathematics. But it's not a formula of the form a plus b squared equals a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. The formula looks like thrive equals mindset plus growth plus collaboration. That's the formula. But it's a formula that we have to figure out all together in the path to thrive.